I watch a new film every other day. Follow along for recommendations and reviews. Today, I watched the movie titled A Flicker of Us on Bolaji Ogunmola TV. I've not seen Bolaji's page in a while, and it's my fault. There's been so much I've been watching on the VDK Film Club, and from the moment that I watched Forever with a Number Days, I knew that was going to come on Bolaji's page again. I knew. And that day has finally come. The way Bolaji has really been hyping this film, talking about this film, I was like, I have to watch this. This has to be the one that I make my return with. And when I tell you that, again, the last thing I watched was Forever with the Number Days. And watching this, I was like, Bolaji, why these two films? Did they really play the understanding wife, my dear? Did they really play the understanding wife? This film was reminding me in many ways when I was watching it of this Prime Video show called Roses and Ivy. And if you have not watched that show, you should check it out. It's a really, really good show. This film, what is it about? First of all, it's directed by Jide Jibril, and that means you already know that it's gonna look good. Jide knows how to give you a good, nice, sweet picture, and this one looks really good. The film is about two sisters, one husband, and a sticky situation. Let's just say that. The other thing I want to say without giving spoilers, because it's the non-spoiler section, is that I've not seen Bam Bam in a movie since 2021 with Collision Course. Yeah, it's been a while for me. And watching Bam Bam in this film, I was like, oh wow, like Bam Bam is a really good. She's really good at acting. But can I say, and if you've watched more of Bam Bam, then let me know, because again, I'm just becoming familiar with her acting with this film. I was watching it, and am I the only one? And this is about to sound, but I'm being so like, this is just you guys. Tell me if I'm. There's something about Bam Bam's voice, like the cadence of it, her manner of speech, that is so specific to her that like there were moments that I was like, it's kind of hard for me to really get lost in the character because of her voice. How is she going to change that? I don't know. How can she fix that? I don't know. I even feel like a jackass even saying that, but it's what I kept on watching. I was like, she's really doing some good acting, like her mannerisms, her face acting, like she's really in it. But then sometimes the way she would speak, and this was not all the time. Like there were some moments that I was really in it, but then there would be some other parts that she would speak, and I would be like, "Huh, her voice is really so specific." And I don't know, am I the only one that felt this way? Anyways, the movie as a whole, I'm about to give my own thoughts about it. Some people might jump me. I don't think anybody will jump me actually, because I think my thoughts. If you're not aligned with my thoughts, that means you're the problem. So truly, so if you have watched this film, I'm very, very curious to know what you think about it. And we're about to start talking about it now with spoilers. So spoilers ahead for those of us who have watched. Spoilers ahead. Let us go so we can just in full. Spoilers ahead. Okay, now we're in the spoiler section. Please, if you've already watched the film and you're about to write a comment that has spoilers, in bracket, just write spoiler alert and then write your comment so that we don't spoil for people that have not yet watched it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the slap that Lala gave Tiwa. I'm trying to really keep track of the names. That slap that Lala gave Tiwa, it was very needed, because that Tiwa, wetin you go do? Like, madam, we had a plan. And some friends, you just gotta give them that good one slap for one time, but then you now pull them in with the other hand and say, make we sit down, make we talk about them. Where Lala just took it too far is that after you've now slapped your friend, giving her your whole like riot act that you've read to her, you now still go and you email the school and you steal her scholarship. I said, oh, Lala, that is where you lost me. Like, what a bad thing to do to a friend. The other thing is that, like, I know this is going to sound so funny, but you know that when they revealed that Nova is baby, I was so surprised. I was like, oh my God. Which I then I was like, I mean, come on, Vidike, that literally, you can't be that shocked. But at that moment, I really was. I was like, oh my God, it really took me by surprise. Was only when I felt surprised there. Was it just me? Was I alone? The situation though was tough, because like once it was revealed that Nova was the baby's father, I was like, oh no, this is a tough one. Because Lala, now you have to contend with the fact that you want a child, and this man already has two. So when she was even like, don't even tell Tiwa, I was like, in a way, I get this. I know you're saying it is to like kind of, but we honest, there were so many reasons why I guess Lala did not want him to tell Tiwa. On the husband's part, on Nova's part, he really wants his children. He already has two, like he would want to be a father in their life. And then on Tiwa's part, like the betrayal, like I can see how this is a very complicated situation. The way it didn't even take time for Nova to show Lala, or these names, for Nova to show Lala why her fears were substantiated, because when she now gets the appointment she was waiting for the fertility thing, and then he now says like, do whatever you want about the baby. I'm like, oh, because you don't already get to picking. Now suddenly my own baby making dream is not suddenly supposed to be put on pause. Hi. Now, wow. One part of the film though that I was like, I don't know how I felt about the approach to this was when Lala, these names, Lala took Nova's. God, I hate that they all end with Lala, Tiwa, Nova. This is so, especially Lala and Tiwa is fighting, I'm not going to like give you. Lala took Nova's phone And then the way he was not like, oh, like I was like, it's already kind of given that like something's going to happen when she takes this phone. But then when she now calls Tiwa, and then immediately a voice note drops. I was like, a voice note? That voice note was never like a 1 second voice note. It was an extensive voice note. And I was like, that would not have just dropped in like a second. She wouldn't have recorded that whole voice note in this second. I wish it was a different way that they just did that like revelation, because when it happened, I was like, another thing that I want to talk about is, if you're going to give an ultimatum, you better already have your consequence planned. Because when Lala was threatening Nova that like, don't you dare walk out that door. If you dare, don't you dare. And then he now walks out of the door and she's like, hey, I'm in trouble. I said, so madam, all your threats of if you dare, don't you dare. What did you now do at the end? What did you do? Nothing. Then that part where Nova goes to go and see Tiwa. This is after the whole thing has come out. This is the end where they now like kiss. That part where they are playing the romantic music at the background with the strings and all that, and they are kissing. I say, hey, this is an affair. Oh no, I know me. If you follow the video game club, you know me. I know like affair of any kind. I don't like an affair. And when they started to affair romantic music behind, I say, hey, this is not a romantic scene. This is not romance. This is an affair. But I like the fact that they now called it out in the film, and she was like, I think when somebody was like, we shouldn't be doing this. I think it was Nova, and then Tivana said, please don't stop. I say, hey, stop, stop. This is an affair. He's a married man. And then when they were like, I think it's what I said, it should have been us from the start. I said, my sister, hey, yeah, well, he's married. This is an affair now. So please let that man go back to his wife. At the end, Tiwa and Lala now like apologize to each other, which was very needed. And Lala now expresses her hurt to Nova about how, like, how he hurt her. That you can go and see your children eventually, but don't forget like there's fire on the home front. And then the hug. Ultimately, the film, like, I enjoyed it. If you have watched this film, I'm very, very curious to know what you think about it. So please let me know in the comment section. Also, if you have watched this whole video and you have no idea who I am, my name is VDK. I'm the curator of the VDK Film Club, where every other day we watch something new and we just about it. Follow along. All right. Until the next film that I watch and the next video that I make, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.